trop, une dernière danse pour oublier ma peine immense. Je veux m'enfuir, que tout recommence. Oh ma douce souffrance. Le ciel, le jour, la nuit, je danse avec le vent, la pluie. Un peu d'amour, un brin de miel, et je danse, 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 danse. Et dans le bruit, je cours et j'ai peur. Et surtout, il y a la douleur. Dans tout Paris, je m'abandonne et je m'envole, vol, 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 vol. Que d'espérance sur ce chemin, ton absence. J'ai beau trimer sans toi, ma vie n'est qu'un décor qui brille vide de sens. Je remue le ciel, le jour, la nuit. Je danse avec le vent, la pluie. Un peu d'amour, un brin de miel. Je danse, 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 danse. Et dans le bruit, je cours et j'ai peur. Et surtout, vient la douleur. Dans tout Paris, je m'abandonne et je m'envole.
Flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
خونچه بیارید لاله بکارید خنده برارید میره به عجل شادوار بله برونه گل میتکونه دست به دست دونه بدونه شادوار
Slow.
I was ready.
And do a picture for him. Okay.
I was almost done.
We should turn to the rabbi. Come under. Come out this way.
Baruch haba b'shem Adonai be'rachnuchem beit Adonai. Blessed is she and he who comes here in the name of Adonai. Mi adir hakol mi baruch hakol. God who supremely bless. We ask thy blessings upon our our bride and bridegroom as they take another step in uniting their lives. It's been a beautiful afternoon with family, with friends. You've met people you haven't seen in a long time and people you've never met.
Oh, yeah. That was up.
Now I got to say something that's worthwhile. Anyway, being here together as family and friends on this really beautiful day, and as I was kidding around earlier, and we all noticed that the wedding could have been last Sunday, and it would have been a much different effect. But the skies are shining, the sun is out, the smiles on your family and friends is tremendous. And so you begin your life with family and friends. You begin your life treasuring the moments and the seconds that you have with one another. The flowers you're carrying are beautiful and they're white, and it talks about a new beginning. It's a new chapter for the two of you. And although you love each other and though you've spent time together, this is a new chapter, and it's a much more enriching chapter than you can ever imagine. Mishaberach Avatenu ve'Avraham Yitzhak ve'Yaakov imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel ve'Leah hu yivarech et chatan ve'et hakala. We ask thy blessings upon the bride and groom as they prepare to say the words that unite their lives. Bruchim habayim me'im Adonai, ivdu Adonai b'simcha ba'u lefanav v'ranana. Bruchatan Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
Amen.
So we say that blessing because it's another part of your family's history. Your family's history, Tatiana, and Sasan's history, and you're bringing them together. 25 years ago, we didn't know that you had met, but it's sort of beshert that you did meet and you've fallen in love and made a commitment for the future. It's sort of beshert that we have the beautiful weather. It's sort of beshert that we have all these young smiling faces, as well as the elders of your family. We have those who are here and it wasn't easy, and we have those who are here who are running courageously and warm. Part of being married is sharing hopes and dreams and trying to understand each other. And you were not born in the same city, but you have committed to bring yourselves together. I don't know if you can hear, but the sounds of the turtle doves can be heard. And that speaks about, very biblically, about peace and tranquility coming for the two of you in a time of beauty and warmth. And you know, sometimes we walk sightless amongst wonders. Sometimes we don't hear the sound of the birds. But I want you to be able to listen to those sounds and to the gentle sounds that two of you make to each other. We have rings that we want to exchange. And rings are a sign of commitment. Okay. So as you put this upon Tatiana's finger, say to her, Hare,
Hare,
At,
At,
Mikudeshet,
Mekudeshet,
Li,
Li,
Bitabaat,
Batabaat,
Zo,
Zo,
Kedat,
Kadat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
V'Yisrael.
Ve'Yisrael.
With this ring,
With this ring,
be consecrated to me
be consecrated to me
as my wife,
as my wife,
according to the laws of God
according to the laws of God
and the faith of Israel.
and the faith of Israel.
Amen.
Amen.
And then if you could pass your bouquet when you put this ring upon Sasan's finger. Repeat after me in your best Hebrew, Tatiana.
Repeat.
Hare,
Hare,
Ata,
Ata,
Mikudash,
Mikudash,
Li,
Li,
Bitabaat,
Betabat,
Zo,
Zo,
Kedat,
Kedat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
V'Yisrael.
V'Yisrael.
Amen.
With this ring,
With this ring,
talk to him.
with this ring,
Be consecrated to me
consecrated to me
as my husband,
as my husband,
according to the laws of God
according to law of God
and the faith of Israel.
and the face of Israel.
Good.
Amen.
Amen.
So in previous societies, rings were worn. In previous societies, rings were worn in people's noses to lead them about. And you've not chosen that orifice. They were also, during earlier times in our own country, they were worn in people's ears to show sign of ownership. But you don't own each other, but you share each other. And the path that you take with each other. When times are difficult, you'll be there for each other. And the times that are happy will be more joyous because you share them with someone you love and someone who adores you. Wine is important. I think some of you started already. But this is called a Kiddush cup. And what you're doing today is part of Kiddushin. So Kadosh means to be holy. But Kiddushin is something that two people do together to create a sense of holiness. You can be wonderful by yourself, but by being together, you increase the intensity of the love you have for each other. As 1 and 1 makes 2, the two of you together make a lot more than 2. So we say, Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. We thank you, God, for allowing us to take forth the fruit from the vine. Now, you sip this cup of wine, and the idea here is that you share life together. When the cup of life is difficult, it'll be less difficult because you share it with someone you love. And when life is joyous, the wine's even better when you share it with someone you love. Mm-hmm. So you taste this and see if it's sweet enough for your Tatiana.
Yes.
Sweet enough?
Very sweet.
So your may lives be as sweet as this. But the idea is, if you drink all the wine, you lose your sense of reality. You become, as they say in some circles, shicker. And you don't want to be shicker. You want to be sober as you treasure these very, very special moments.
Here, I got it.
Good. Thank you. In another hour and a half, the sun will be setting and this day will be over. But the celebration of what you are, who you are, and the families that you have united is really important because, like I said, 25 years ago, we'd have no idea that your families would come together. But we're delighted, and we know that happy things are in store for you and for your families together. You read the Ketubah earlier, and the words were beautiful because you are part of a community. You are a community in all that you share. The talit that you're wearing is not just a talit that you would go buy in a store, but it comes from Tatiana's family. Is it from Belarus? Yes, from Belarus.
Her great-grandfather.
Wow,
Great-grandfathers. Okay, good.
that's great.
And so that's sharing the traditions and bringing them. And your great-grandfather have no idea that you'd be out here in Los Angeles with this beautiful view on a beautiful day in what's been a very cold winter. But we all make those adjustments. And for some people back east, this is a warm day. For us who live here in Los Angeles, it's a warm day compared to last week. But the warm days and there are cold days, but you have each other. And it doesn't matter what the weather is, as long as you have each other and you share life and you share that all is good. We do a blessing upon the two of you because you are a blessing. And to see your love, to see your youth is invigorating for an old rabbi such as myself. Bow your heads. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Yeronai panav elecha v'yunecha, Yisaranai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May cause His countenance to shine upon you, to be gracious unto you, and grant you in the days and the decades ahead the realization of your dreams and those people who love you. Amen.
Amen.
Sasan, do you take Tatiana to be your wife, promising to cherish and protect her, whether in good fortune or adversity, and seek together a life hallowed by the faith of God?
I do.
See how happy you make people? How easy it is? And Tatiana, do you take Sasan to be your husband, promising to cherish and protect him, whether in good fortune or adversity, and seek together with him a life hallowed by the faith of God?
I do.
And what's beautiful that the birds are singing. The birds are happy about this, and so may you go forth and enjoy the rest of the day with all that you have together. It's a Jewish custom to break a glass, and this symbolizes the breaking with the past and starting anew. We can't control what happened 25 years ago for the two of you, but we can control sort of what comes on. And we wish for the two of you, not love, because you have it in full measure. We wish for the two of you, mazel, good luck. And with a little bit of good luck, like you had today with the beautiful weather, to greet your beautiful family in the most beautiful of settings. We are all very delighted to be here and to share this. So I'm going to put this on the ground, and when I remove my hand, you can try to break it. And so what you do if he breaks it on the first, second, or third time, we yell Mazel Tov, and that means good luck. And then you get to kiss Tatiana in public. Oh. So some of you might want to look the other way. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to put this down for you, two of you. You want to see it happen? Want to see it happen? Want to come closer to me so you can see it? Okay. Come on by me over here.
Come closer, baby.
Yes. Mazel tov.
Sounded bad.
Wow. Wrapped in a little too much paper.
Yeah?
No, it broke. It broke.
Let's walk and dance down the aisle.